My waters broke at 18 weeks pregnant. It was definitely a surprise, and it was an emergency situation. At 24 weeks, we went up to Portland. Raymond did 5 months in the NICU. When we came back, we were doing okay for a little bit, and then Alex actually lost his job. He got laid off. We actually just did a quick internet search, honestly, and found the Giving Plate. We were in a really tight space.
Yeah, that threw us. To hit this point was a real traumatic thing for me personally to go through, because it was, we need to be making sure that we're taking care of our kids. I don't know how to do this, and so there's a lot of that pride that you have to kind of swallow and get over to be able to just ask for help and go through with these things.
We came home the first time from the Giving Plate, and having food finally in the cupboards and in the fridge for the first time in weeks was like,
knowing that we were going to be able to feed our kids for, more than just that day. It wasn't okay, now we got to figure out what we're going to eat tomorrow. It was like, no, we've got weeks here.
Or eating the same thing every day. It was like, we kind of can get some different nutrition in them.
The biggest thing for me was having been so worried about, the societal feelings of shame. I don't know, I'm reaching out to a food bank. And there's none of that. You get in there and everybody's great. It's, they're not just matter of fact, yeah, here's your stuff, go. They're warm, they
want to
chat
talk
with
to you. You don't ever know when you're going to be put into a situation. Like this really happened very surprisingly for us, having that food insecurity. And so it was really good to have a place here in Bend that, could help support us and transition back to our regular lives.
We've always been connected to the Giving Plate. I think we got connected when Ivory got diagnosed with kidney disease and we were limited on foods, and it was nice to go to the place to just pick out things that we wouldn't normally buy.
I get to experiment with ingredients that we get by creating new dishes.
I think hunger is a very important part of anyone's life, and when you have a complex disease of any kind, hunger becomes priority. Hunger causes a lot of anxiety and depression. She would just ask all the time about diets and what are we eating for dinner and what are we eating for lunch, because that's very important in a 6, 7, 8-year-old's life when you're not cooking for yourself and you're so limited on what you can eat. I'm excited for a store to open at the Giving Plate because it allows my kids to be independent and be able to shop and pick out what they want. And then it allows them to also be a part of the kitchen and the kitchen experience. And I think we wouldn't be able to have that bonding moment if it wasn't for my kids being able to have that independent shopping style at their own store. And that's what we've received from the Giving Plate.
Christmas of 2020, we got connected to the Giving Plate. We were living in the woods in a camper, destitute, addicted to drugs for quite some time. And then I got a phone call, and this voice was like, hey, I'm Renee from the Giving Plate. We're gonna do a Christmas makeover for an 11th family, and we choose you guys. What do you need? They come down there, met us, seen how we were living, took us to a motel. Christmas, we got to this motel, and when we walked in, there's Christmas presents everywhere. Christmas tree, decorations, the excitement in my boys' faces.
I couldn't believe it at first. And at that moment, I was grateful, that somebody heard us.
To be seen like that, to be seen as human, was a great feeling. To not be judged.
Once you make your name for, when you're in an addict, it's hard because that's all they see you as. I get it, people don't want to take chances. But when you get people like us, and there are a lot of people like us out there, we just want people to look at us differently.
Almost 3 years now. We got an apartment, everything, food, shelter, water, furniture. It's because of you guys taking chances on us in a predicament like we were in. There's nothing I could say or do other than keep doing what I'm doing right now. Just say thank you enough, and show you guys how much it means to me.
I tell my dad and mom every day, I'm proud of you guys for staying clean. This is a form of gratitude that is exponentially huger than the universe, to be honest. Personally, when I was coloring this in, I took a lot of time and detail on it, and a lot of thought and effort, because You guys took time and effort with us, took a lot of detail, helping us, fixing us. Thank you for taking a chance on me and my family. From the bottom of my heart, more gratitude than any human being can possibly explain.
In 2020, when Anthony gifted me the image of a picture he colored and it said taking chances, he handed it to me and he said, "Thank you for taking a chance on my family." Taking a chance on someone is never wasted. You're planting seeds of hope. You're showing them that they are seen and not alone. At the Giving Plate, we take chances every day on our guests. We believe in them. We believe that by coming alongside them and putting food into their hands, that it's not just a food transaction. And we encourage you to also take a chance on our neighbors in need. It's in the power of community that we rise out of hardship. And at the Giving Plate, we come together side by side and we offer a hand of hope and help. Please consider taking a chance with me on our struggling neighbors in need.